Coming at you live with Vision Entertainment. This is Anthony Smith, a.k.a. the House Rocka. Got a very special interview for you today. I am here live with Deadmau5 all the way from Canada. It's a great honor to be in his presence, and we're going to cover a lot of topics today that a lot of us have been very interested about. But further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce Joel Zimmerman, a.k.a. Deadmau5. Deadmau5, what do you have to say for your viewers today?
Well, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me. As you can see, I definitely dressed for the occurrence, and I'm very proud to be here, and I'm thankful for the House Rocka for taking me in this interview, because I'm bringing my A game today, guys. I'm bringing it hard. My name's Deadmau5, bitch.
Very enlightening. Well, Deadmau5, first off, I want to congratulate you on your success with Beatport. It's definitely shown that you have the tools to get in the top 10 almost every track you put out. Direct question, I mean, how do you feel that you were able to create this success?
Well, Anthony, or the House Rocka, whichever you prefer, it's quite simple. After my big success with Faxing Berlin and a couple other tracks, it was very difficult to maintain that positivity because I kept making tracks that sounded the same. So I ended up inviting Bad Boy Bill over to my house in Canada, where I have a Function 1 sound system in my living room, and I asked him, what brought you the success to your tracks? And he said, well, Deadmau5, I had DJ Bam Bam, Steve Smooth, and JJ Flores basically produce my own music, and I released tracks that they produced. And that's how I had a really pretty solid album. I sold some albums there. I did pretty well. So I said, well, if he's so successful utilizing other people, I thought to do the same. So I struck a deal with him in Beatport, and I was able to get a discounted rate for my own purchases. So when Skrillex wasn't very famous, I took him under my wing, and I had him stay at home and buy my tracks, thousands of them, for discounted rates. Him and his little scraggly hairdo would just sit on a computer all day and buy my tracks. And they would enter the top 10, and when you're in the top 10, you're pretty good. You don't need to really do any much work, because everyone wants to buy the top 10. The tracks could even suck, and they'll still buy it, because they'll say it's in the top 10. So it's a mind fuck. But thanks to Skrillex and his scraggly hairdo, it made me very successful.
Well, that's some interesting information. I'm sure there's a lot of Indian people that have river gambling boat casinos that may have a lot of money and can potentially do that as well too. So we appreciate that for them. Now I want to talk about DJing, because I know initially, when you try to break in the circuit, you tried attempting using CDJ 1000 MK3s, and for some reason or another, you spent 10-15 minutes on it, autographed them, sold them on eBay, made more than what you paid for them. Why did you do that? I don't understand why you did that.
Well, Anthony, I'll tell you this much. I couldn't DJ. It was very difficult. The beat matching and all of that, it was just very hard. And making tracks on Ableton is so easy. And I throw loops together, a couple wave files, and before you know it, I have a little small piano riff, like the one you're hearing in the background. And before you know it, I have a track, and I make it, and I design it, and then I do it live in Ableton, and it's very easy, But when I play those big festivals, it's kind of hard. I wear this big head on my head, and it makes it difficult for me to hear the monitors that are protruding from the outside of my head, So with head on my head, it makes it twice as hard to hear. So this head, it's difficult, but the fans like it, and this is what makes me famous. I can't let down my preteens and take the head off for a whole set, so I at least got to keep it on for a little bit unless I have some flight delays.
Well, I really respect you, Deadmau5. That's a good man. That's a good man to take care of your fans, even if they all are under 18. But I want to talk to you about this now. Many claim that obviously you're not a DJ, and you said that yourself. Also, too, you're not really a live PA. But you're in the top 100. You're even in the top 10. Why can you be accounted for in the votes of being in the top 10 when it's a DJ poll by DJ Magazine?
What the fuck did you just say? I'm Deadmau5, bitch. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Don't you see this head on me? I'm the shit. I'm Deadmau5, bitch. Remember that.
Well, point taken. Very well said. Now, back on the topic of a live PA, I consider live PAs to be, you know, you have to have an instrument involved, a synthesizer, potentially even a drum machine or a live drummer or something that incorporates a concert experience. If you're not a DJ and you're really not a live PA, then what do you consider your sets to be?
Did you just hear what the fuck I said? I'm Deadmau5, bitch. Don't fuck with me. I got this head on my head. Who else has a head on their head? I've got two heads, and as they say, two heads are better than one.
Well, point taken. I can concur with that statement. I want to bring up a few other details here that really make a setting point in my topics here. How do you feel about Tiesto? What do you think about Tiesto?
Well, I was in Vegas once, and he gave me a blowjob under the booth when I was opening up for him. It was pretty nice. I liked it. And they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Whoops.
Well, we appreciate your honesty. Now, what about your love life? I know that you were dating an Asian woman named Rochelle, and she didn't look too bad. Skinny little woman, a lot of tattoos. What happened there?
Well, the Asian women are what I seem to go for. Because the Asian women, they seem to be used to small penises. And since my penis is so small, they like it. And it feels good. And I'm able to sometimes get a fake orgasm out of them.
Well, I know there's a lot of men out there that are not Ron Jeremy given that big schlong. So, well, that's all I have to do and say with you. We appreciate the answers and how you dignified the questions. We appreciate your professionalism. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before we end this interview?
Well, yes, the House Rocka. I want to just, of course, I have something to say. Have you ever seen the James Brown interview where he wanted to just let it go at that? I'm fucking Deadmau5, bitch. And I just want to say that I'm really glad about my dubstep invention. I just put it on the map. I put it on the map, and my dubstep is just currently just ripping it up on the charts. I'm really happy about my new album and the dubstep I invented. It's unlike anything else you've heard out there.
Well, let me just hold on a second. Let me just kind of deliberate here a little bit. Deadmau5, I have to disagree with you on that. Because the dubstep that you make sounds exactly like the dubstep that Skrillex makes. I mean, it sounds exactly the same. I mean, what do you have to say about that?
Well, fuck you. Fuck you in Dallas, then. Alright? Skrillex is good, but I make the sounds. I've got the Deadmau5 sound. Does Skrillex wear a fucking head on his head? Let me ask you that question. Does Skrillex wear a head on his head?
No, he doesn't, but he certainly has a lot of hair, and I believe he needs Pantene Pro V, the shampoo and conditioner. I just am saying.
Well, I may agree with that one, but I'm Deadmau5, and anything I make has a Deadmau5 sound to it, because it all sounds the same. I'm not Skrillex, so how can my shit sound like his?
Well, okay. Okay.
Why don't we just skip that question?
Well, Deadmau5, that was the last question. So we appreciate it today, and thank you so much. Again, Anthony Smith, a.k.a. the House Rocker, coming at you live, Vision Entertainment. Deadmau5, we greatly appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.